All right. Welcome back. If you were here this morning, we made 2 casseroles. In each one, it took about 10 minutes. This is half of a rotisserie chicken with ziti pasta, a cream sauce, and broccoli, and tons of cheese. And you put it in the oven for 10 minutes, and this is what it looks like. Isn't that pretty? That's very pretty. So I'm gonna move it out of the way now. So now we got dinner. How about a quick dessert? So quick you don't even need a mixer. Okay? You need a whisk, and that's it. And a spoon. That's how easy this is. Alright. First we're going to do our wet ingredients. This is a Nutella stuffed oatmeal cookie. Alright? We've already got the pan there. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pour a little bit of butter into there. This is 2 sticks of melted butter. Okay? That in there. And to that, we're going to add 2/3 of a cup of brown sugar. Remember, always pack your brown sugar. There's 1. There's 2. Alright? And we're going to put in about 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I always forget something. I don't know why y'all don't remind me. Y'all never remind me that I forgot something. Alright, and a couple teaspoons of vanilla. A little more. Okay. Alright, and we're going to whisk this together just until it's all incorporated. You're not going to dissolve the sugar because there's no heat in that. Alright? Okay, that's good. So we're going to set that over there out of the way for a minute. And now we're going to do our dry ingredients. And for this, we've got just plain old oatmeal. Plain old oatmeal. In fact, wait a minute. I have some left here. Let's use up what we got. We need, this is easy, 2 cups of oatmeal. That's almost a whole cup. How about that? There's 1 cup. And another cup of oatmeal. 2 cups of oatmeal. Okay. And then we're going to need 2 cups of flour. And there's 2. Alright. And we're going to need, this is baking soda, we're going to need we're going to need probably 2 good teaspoons of baking soda. And a pinch of salt. Oh, that's 2 sticks of unsalted butter. If you use salted butter, don't add any salt to your, don't add any more salt. Alright. So we're going to use the same thing. We're going to mix those in. We're just going to mix all that together. Make sure it's all well incorporated together. Just adding it together, making sure it's looking good. See, it's all just incorporated together. Okay. Okay, then we're going to put a well in the middle of it. And we're going to add this that we just did. I'm going to still need that whisk. I thought I was done with the whisk. We need to get it all settled to the bottom. Don't leave anything behind. Never leave the goodness behind. Ever. as much of it as you can. And now we're going to, let's do this. Now we're going to just stir it up. Incorporate it all together. You don't need a mixer, you don't need eggs, you don't need milk. You need oatmeal, flour, brown sugar, butter, and vanilla. And baking soda. Not baking powder, baking soda. It's a different kind of, baking powder makes it rise. Baking soda reacts with the flour to make it bind. And if you have to, or if you just want to like I do, you can use your hands to finish making sure it's all incorporated. You don't want any of that loose dry. See how we still got loose dry on the bottom? You don't want that because that won't cook. That won't bake. So I'm going to use my hands. They're clean. And it's going to be real crumbly. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for like crumbles like that. Okay? That's okay. That's what you want. You don't want any loose dry stuff not getting incorporated in because that's just dust. I mean, you know, it won't cook. Alright. So I think we've got it all the way we want it. And I know I tell you not to overwork stuff, but in a cookie like this, it's not going to hurt it to be worked. Okay, so now we're going to take our pan that we put some butter in. And smear the butter all around the edges and the bottom mainly. Alright. Wash my hands. Alright. So, I told you this is super, duper, duper easy. Okay? We're going to take a little more than half of this. A little more than half. About 2/3 of it. And we're going to put it in the pan, kind of mash it into the pan. Make sure it's all in there good and even. Need a little more, put a little more in there, that's okay. This is your cookie base, so you don't want a thin base, you want a thick base to hold it together. Okay? Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put this in the oven for about 5 to 10 minutes. We're putting it in at 350 for about 5 to 10 minutes until it gets toasty and set. And while we're doing that, save this because it's going to go on top. We're not done with that. That's going to go on top. Okay, so then we're going to do the filling. And you cannot get any easier than this. This is Nutella. I know it's not just a solid brown one, it's the same thing. This is Nutella and skim milk combined. And I'm going to take the jar of Nutella, get all the foil off of it because I'm going to put it in the microwave. Put this in the microwave. Hopefully. Yeah, it's not foiled. We'll find out in just a minute now, won't we? I want to kind of soften it up, make it easier to pour. I hope that's all off there. This is another reason why you should always have a fire extinguisher in your kitchen. Yep, that's what I told you. Okay. That's why I only set it for 5 seconds. Okay, so that's not going to work. Alright, no problem. We got this. No problem. That took 3 seconds to burn up. To explode. It hit this one right there. I thought I had it all off. If you can get it all off, you can do it in the microwave. That would be the best way to do it. Just soften it up a little bit. Alright, so if you can't get it all off, like I think I just did, I think I just got it all off. If you can't get it all off, pour it into a bowl and then put it in the microwave. Alright. Okay, so let's try this again. Okay, yeah, so that's going to work. So, I know. Let's see if that's going to work. Alright. And usually by the time this is done, usually by the time that's done, we can do this. Okay, so now we've got our Nutella. Now we've got the Nutella. And you don't want it completely melted. It's still going to be some hard in there. That's good. You just want it to be easier to pour. That's perfect. That's good. That's going to be perfect. All right, well, okay, so last week I set a towel on fire. This week I almost set the microwave on fire. I'm beginning to see we have a pattern here. Lynn likes fire. There's your pattern. Alright, so the filling is real simple while we're waiting. It's going to be Nutella. Really, it's going to be Nutella and chocolate chips. Alright. Hang on just a second, I'll be right back. Alright, so it's been 10 minutes. It's been in the oven 10 minutes. It's getting set. Now we're going to put the filling in. And we're going to just pour. This is why you heat the bottom crust up. Otherwise, this would have just melted right into it, you know. You're going to pour the whole jar of Nutella in there. And if you need more, I just happen to have a backup jar. And it looks like I'm going to need more. You want to spread it all the way to the edges because you want a good, thick layer. A really thick layer so that when you cut into it, you see that layer of chocolate in there. Let me get the other thing of Nutella. There's still good amounts on the side too. And this one I can see it on the outside. And you only heat this up. This is in a glass jar. The one that I use. I like this one better than Nutella. I think it's got a better flavor. That's why I don't use the Nutella brand. In fact, I probably shouldn't say that because I probably have to pay them something for saying Nutella all this time. A chocolate hazelnut spread. There we go. I saw something at the grocery store this morning that I just got to buy. We make, or H-E-B makes this, and again, you hear me talk about H-E-B over and over again because there's no better grocery store in the country. I hear somebody honking. Who it is? Again, I've already had one incident in the microwave today. We're not going to have another one. So just bear with me. I know it's like watching water boil, but just bear with me. Put your glasses on, Lynn, so you can see if there's any there. A little bit. But why they have to do that anyway? This is 2017. You'd think they'd come up with something better than Dando foil. Really? Alright, got it all. I got it all. Alright. I think I got it all. We'll know in about 2 seconds if I got it all. Because it'll arc and fire. Anyway, like I was saying, we make this stuff, HB makes this stuff called cookie butter. And it's really good. It's cinnamon and stuff. It's kind of like peanut butter made out of cookies. And so, when I went to get this today, to make this for you guys, I saw they have one, a pumpkin spice butter. And I can't wait to try that. I'm going to make something, we're going to make something good with that. I promise you. Alright. So we're going to use the whole other jar of Nutella. Just pack it on there. Pack it all in there. That's fine. Ooh, yeah. So, you know, for someone that says, ooh, that's way too much chocolate, okay, you're the same person that says there's way too much bacon or way too much cheese. You know, some things there's just no such thing as way too much of. You can have way too much beer, you know, way too much wine, way too much garlic. You can have way too much chocolate, you can have way too much cheese, and you can have way too much bacon. Alright, so we've got that done. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? Alright, so now I'm going to open a bag of chocolate chips. And we're going to pour chocolate chips all over the top of that. Spread them all out. Make sure there's some in every layer. Because the cool thing about this part is they're going to blend in with the top. With the top crust. Now, I've made this before where I have put coconut in it. I have put nuts in it. You know, walnuts or pecans. You know, I've done it with butterscotch chips. I've done it with peanut butter chips. And that's real good too. Alright. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the rest of our crumb topping and start sprinkling it over the top. We're going to try to cover as much of it as we can. We want to get a crust over the top. And particularly on the edges where people will cut it. You know. On the inside it's kind of hard to see. But on the outside. You want to try to just, you're going to use every last bit of it. Every last bit of it. And be gentle now, because otherwise it won't be a bar. I mean, it won't be like a sandwich-filled cookie. It'll just all be mixed together, and you should have done that in the first place if that's what you were wanting to do. Okay, so now this goes back in the oven, and it's going to go in the oven for about another 10 to 15 minutes until that's brown, golden brown. Hang on, I got to move the camera leg out of the way. So we're going to give that about 15 minutes, and then we're going to have awesome cookies. All right. So after about 10, 15 minutes in the oven, this is what we got. Now it's going to have to sit and cool because the chocolate has to set up. So once it cools on wire rack, then I'm going to put it in the fridge, and then when you cut it, it'll be oatmeal cookie, Nutella oatmeal cookie. And it'll be so yummy. I wish y'all could taste it. I wish you could stand here and smell it with me. If you like this one, want to see more baking, hit the like and subscribe and comment, and don't forget to share it. And let's get everybody cooking with common sense. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week.